Okay, good morning everybody. According to the video, it's supposed to be Wednesday today, and I want to quickly discuss what you have to do in this activity. Can you remember we spoke about dilemmas last week, where we said a dilemma is a place where you're almost on a crossroad, and you have to make a choice between two decisions, and you have to respond correctly. And sometimes the um, response can be negative, like you decide to lie to that person, which is not the right thing to do. Um, Remember, I told you the story about you having a date with a friend on Saturday morning, but in the meantime, mom and daddy decided to go to the beach, and you really want to go with them, but you also want to go with a friend. So, what choice do you make? And I told you in that case, you have to go to the friend because you made that appointment earlier, and we don't drop our friends. And or if you you got too many change and you can either decide, am I going to keep the change, the money that I got more than I'm supposed to get from the lady behind the cash register, or am I going to be honest and go back and tell her, listen, you made a mistake, you gave me too much money, I'm going to give back whatever you gave me. um, and that's actually the right thing to do. So that sometimes it's not right. um, it's a matter of choosing between wrong and right. So you had those small pieces that you had to write about all the different dilemmas. Now, in this case, you are going to get, everybody is going to get the same dilemma. Now, imagine you are Mr. or Mrs., boys and girls, Galloway. Read this letter and write a response about what you think Lila should do. Remember to include sensible and reassuring advice. Okay, now Lila is writing a letter to Mrs. Galloway. You're going to pretend that you are Mrs. Galloway or Mr. Galloway for the boys, and you have to give her advice of what she should do. Okay, dear Mrs. Galloway, I wasn't sure whether to write this note to you, but I have been really worried about something. It is about the recent missing school trip money. A few of us have noticed that Lily has had some extra money recently, and she says that her mother gave it to her mum. I decided to tell her that I saw her taking the money from the classroom when no one else was around. She said that it wasn't really stealing, as her family was struggling for money and really needed it. I don't want to get her into trouble, and I don't want her to find out it was me who told you. Have I done the right thing, or should I have kept quiet? So Lila saw that Lily was in the class and she took the school trip money. And when she decided she can't keep quiet, she's going to confront Lily and say, Lily, you can't take that money, that's stealing, which I'm sure you guys will also do. And then she said, but it isn't stealing because our family is struggling for money. So there's money lying around. So why can't I just take it and take it to my family? So it's like she's playing on your feelings. We know people are struggling sometimes for money, and they will do anything to survive, even stealing. And you feel sorry for her on the one hand, because they might have a problem with money. But on the other hand, she stole money that didn't belong to her. And Lila also had a choice now. Should she keep quiet, poor Lily need the money, or should she tell the teacher about it? So the way that she did it was she told the whole story, but she also said what is her concern. Um, that she didn't want Lily to be in trouble because obviously Lily took the money because she's hungry, might be. Um, and she also doesn't want Lily to know it's she that went to the teacher. Did I do the right thing, or should I have kept quiet? Now, you are going to write on this piece at the bottom of the page, you are going to start with, Dear Lila. Okay? And you're going to write, if you are the pretend teacher and you get this note on your table, about this situation, how are you going to respond? Okay? It says at the top, read this letter and write a response about what you think Lila should do. So you can either write a letter to Lila to say what you think should be done, or you explain to me what do you think need to be done. Please don't say number one, blah, 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 blah. Number two. That's not how we write creative writing. You say, this is how you feel about the situation. This is what you think you're going to do, and what you think Lila's supposed to do, and what do you think, because you have to tell Lila now. You're not going to jump onto Lily. You are going to talk to Lila and give her advice on what she should do now in this situation. Did she do the right thing? Did she have to be quiet? Or what's going to happen now? I don't want to give you more clues because I want to see what you guys come up with. Remember, we started capital letters. Remember the lining. Some of you don't use spacing properly. You have to use capital letters, full stops, and please not from there to the bottom all one sentence. Rather keep short sentences, then you know you can't make a mistake. And also write in the past tense. I would say to Lila that what she did was right, or Lila didn't do the right thing. She was supposed to do this and this and this, or Lila, I agree you did the right thing, or thank you for sharing. Any of those things that you want to share with, write down what will your response be. If I'm Mrs. Galloway, what would I say? If you are Mr. or Mrs. Galloway, what will you answer this child about this situation? Okay, I can't wait to see what you guys will come up with. Have a nice day. Bye bye.